Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday. Happy Friday for everybody that says happy Friday. It's the Boxing Rush Hour Show, live edition. I am one of your hosts, AG, and I am always accompanied by Zachary Zungri Ochoa. Zach, what's going on with you, man? You're looking real bright out there.
Yeah, so I could tone it down if you need, bro.
No.
Listen, man. I got my nice office by the nice window. I can see my whole nice green lawn and everything like that. See if anybody coming through that I might have to. Anyway, I don't know. Just getting ready for my son starting school, kindergarten for the first time in a couple of days. So I saw his school. It was pretty cool. And
kindergarten, huh?
Yeah, getting ready for for the kid finally going to school thing.
Big stepper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Show him a couple 1-2s, slip, block, all that.
And you know what? I believe you too.
Hey, it's the truth. He goes block, I go block. He goes, I go slip. Uppercut.
Yeah, no doubt. That's what's up.
Benavita Jr. are going to be going at it in a few years.
Shit. I know, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. Oh man. Listen, it's been a busy couple weeks. It's been a busy week. And I think before anything, we should probably tap into what happened last weekend, right?
Absolutely.
Teofimo Lopez versus Rolando Rolly Romero. Did it play out the way you thought it would play out?
Yo, no, I was actually giving Rolando the edge. The reason why I was giving Rolando the edge was because just off of the mentality and focus and everything like that. But I never doubted Teofimo's tools or his skills or anything like that. It was just more of the mental. Can you break it down? Can you tap in to that elite level that you are at? And after the second round, I said to myself, oh yeah, Teo's sharp and Rolly is definitely not fighting like you would have thought he fought. And it's a little bit of both because of what Teofimo Lopez was doing, controlling the distance, and then also Rolly not pulling the trigger. I'm not trying to say if he's gun shy or anything like that, but hey, I'm gonna just say one thing: body shots hurt. Proof is in the pudding. If not, then why weren't you throwing or couldn't release? Because Teofimo was throwing perfect straight right hands to the body. But the fight, it went how I thought it would go. As soon as after I saw the first round, I said, oh shit, okay. But what about you?
Now, I ask you this, and I know the body shots hurt. Could there have been a possibility that, given the nature of their relationship in the past, they're being familiar with each other, sparring, that when it came time to do it for real, that maybe some of the things that Rolly may have had trouble with during those sessions started kind of playing into his head, and he was overthinking his strategy while the fight was playing out.
I like that. That's like fucking Professor Xavier type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to understand what Abe is doing here. That's that Professor Xavier shit. You feel me? Yeah, bro. Yeah, it could have been. I wasn't really putting that into account, but yeah, yeah, he could have probably said, "Damn, I used to do this with him, but maybe this not working right now. This, shit, let me go back. It's going back to the same way it was. Teal just, teeing off on me a little bit, sharp shooting and all that. But Teal ain't try to go for the knockout though.
Yeah, and
That was a
and
big
and
problem. Yeah.
and Tio, again that overhand right, that pull right, got him in trouble again in that fifth round.
Yeah. And a left hook.
Yeah, and the left hook. So
Shook it off. Shook that shit off.
excuse me. It's one of those things where I feel like the next level guys are gonna really hone in on that. And that's why I posed the question the next day on fightsatw.com. Is Teofimo Lopez's title reign built to last? He's a little smaller than the other 147 guys, which could be an advantage for him.
Let's name him.
Yeah. So how can he size up to the Devin Haney's, to the Brian Norman Jr.'s, to the Ryan Garcias, to the who's the other one at 147?
Keyshawn.
Can't who's that?
Richardson Hitchens.
Richardson Hitchens. Can he keep up with those guys like
Conor Ben?
Now I know Teo's not old, but I think he's 30 now, right? Or 29, 30?
Yeah, one of those two.
Yeah. You don't get better with age. You start
get more experience, but you don't get like better. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get more experience, you can gain more skills in a certain way, but it's a little rough.
Yeah, and so I just feel like I just don't know. Like he wants to do this, basically face Haney for undisputed, right? And so I think the path is that they were talking about him fighting Ryan next if Ryan wins in September, which he should. And then the winner facing Devin Haney for the undisputed title. So I don't know, like that's a hard road, bro. It's a hard road.
It's a hard road, but it's like I ain't gonna lie, it's fire because Rolly got in with Tio. Rolly got in with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia with Tank. Tank got in with Rolly before. Devin Haney got in with Ryan Garcia. Now we need to see Devin Haney basically go from not just one mutual opponent to another, as in fighting somebody like Tio now. You know what I'm saying? Because Shakur Stevenson fought him as well. I like this. I want to see who's going to come out the best with more wins, because you can say one person going to come out the best and beat everybody with no loss. Cool. But like, who's going to come out with more wins and less losses? Because, Devin Haney didn't lose to Ryan Garcia because they did put it, as the DQ or something like that because of the PDs and stuff. But I'm just liking the round robin stuff going on, and they can make huge money. And Rolly's still right there to make huge money. So it's like you said, Devin Haney fight who is it? Teofimo fights Ryan Garcia. Winner of that fights Devin Haney. And who's Devin Haney fighting right now?
Nobody.
He has nobody playing. And guess what? Devin Haney can chill because he's like that. He can just chill on that, or he can get a quick fight. Who knows? But with Devin Haney, has to be something that makes dollar sense. He was going to fight Keyshawn. Keyshawn got cold feet, and that's what that was. But you got Rolly right there. You can say gatekeeper, you can say journeyman, whatever, anything like that. But I think he's like that guy that's like, if you beat him, championship level. I mean, obviously, multiple world champion. You know what I'm saying? And he could fuck up somebody's perfect record. He could wind up killing the odds, and everybody be like, "Damn, man!" Like if he fought like a Keyshawn and out of nowhere did a great performance, or like for Richardson Hitchens and pull out an upset. Not saying he would, but he's still in there for the running, so people shouldn't count him out. But I would like to see more conviction with Rolly. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be more hungry, more like that, more fire. Fire. It was a little bit too like lackadaisical, and people get like, oh shit, no, he's not even hyped, he's not even ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Tio, on the other hand, he had a whole interview with his dad, everybody, and that guy, whatever his name is, Versace dude, and then and they were talking, man. They were talking. Tio was actually saying, "Hey, we know what went wrong. I know what went wrong. Listen, and it was like you see Tio coming into himself, like, yo, like look at this. Like, I know what went wrong my last fight, but at the end of the day, that's Shakur Stevenson. But let me get it in this fight. He came out super sharp, on point, on the money. It was just his power to these other guys. It's going to be questionable. You understand? He did not hurt Rolly, barely even. He didn't really hurt Rolly. You know what I'm saying? He didn't hurt, but he was landing great shots, all that stuff. But can he hurt like a Ryan Garcia? Can he hurt like one of these guys? If they might get hit by him and go, oh shit, I'll walk you down. You understand? Like he was a big, like you said, big 135 pounder, but he's a very small 147 pounder. And can you give and take? I think he can a little bit more take more than he can give in the 147 division, but can't doubt his skills because he's been in there with top dogs. Just this is a whole totally different weight class.
Yeah. And I tell you, if let's say Teo completes the circle and becomes undisputed at 147, I think people really have to take his comments seriously when he says that he should be in the Hall of Fame, because he would be a 3-division lineal champion, and he would have beaten Lomachenko, Josh Taylor, and Devin Haney maybe at the end to do so. That is something.
That's Hall of Fame. It's not even like a question though. Anybody who questions that, it's not even a question, because it's like you see the guys he's beating, and he's taking all comers. You know what I'm saying? The Tio he's not duck smoke, and he's shit. Him and Ryan Garcia need a fight. He needs to fight because Ryan Garcia hasn't ducked smoke besides him saying, "Hey, I ain't gonna duck this smoke, but I'm up." You know what I'm saying? But you don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
So of course, there's some shit about both my last fighters, both my last fights. They both became world champion and all that stuff, but also Tank. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the same thing, But it just sucks that Tank is not active right now, where he can get into the mix of those fights. 135, 140, 147. I doubt he would do the 147 unless it really made sense. Like catch somebody slipping.
Yeah.
Like a weaker champion or something like that.
Yeah.
But there is no weaker champions right now. It doesn't matter. Who's it, Jack Catterall? They would say he's the weak, like one of the weakest guys. He's not. He's definitely not.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah. We'll have to see how it goes. But Amanda Serrano, she fought last Friday. I was there for the fight.
No, he wasn't.
In boxing, you can go into the ring at a certain age and you could be looking a certain way the fight before, but it just takes that one night that you step through the ropes and it looks like you're 10 years older. I feel like that is what happened with Amanda Serrano on Friday. She got old. Even though she's an older fighter, she's like 37, I think. She got old overnight. That's not like me, talking down on her, because that's a term that's commonly used. something that happens to all the great fighters. You get old overnight. She shouldn't have been getting touched up by her opponent like she was on Friday night. That opponent didn't even belong in the same ring as Amanda, to be honest with you. And looking at the fight when I was there, I thought Amanda lost the fight. In saying that, she didn't show up to the post-fight press conference either. So avoided talking about anything. She had mentioned something about hurting her hand maybe inside the ring. And then the next day spoke of, so during the post-fight, during the in-ring interview, she mentioned that she had one more fight left, and then that was going to be it. She tweeted, or whoever holds her account tweeted the next day that, you know, she got to talk to the team and, you know, see how the future looks. Given how Friday went for Amanda Serrano, should she even fight again?
Man, shit, it's a touchy subject. Love Amanda Serrano, love her to death, man. To me, she's one of the greatest women boxers all time. To me, before any losses, whatever, pound for pound, GOAT. She was doing the weight class switching before every other female ever. Don't want to hear it, and fighting for $2. You understand? I'm gonna tell you guys something. Should she fight again? Do I need to say her fight again? No. Nope. But guess what? What they're banking on is this, and they were banking on this for this fight. Her beating the KO record. It's the biggest thing that they can do right now, to have that over every other girl, because there's girls coming. The KO, beating the KO record, that's what she wants to be. And that girl that she fought, she was a perfect candidate for that. So now, how do you fight? Do you find somebody like at a lesser level than that to try and knock out? It's really hard. It can't, without you getting dragged through the mud by all the media. You know, do I need to see her fight again? No. Will they fight again? Most likely. Just one shot to just get that knockout win and beat the record. As far as like the getting old and all that stuff part, she's 37 years old and all that stuff. But you got to remember something about Amanda. She's been working hard for years. I'm talking about hard.
55 fights.
Yes, but to be honest, I think the sparring and all these things and outside stuff, like, you know, trying MMA and stuff, whatever. Besides that, but the sparring and stuff like that, I think it's catching up to her just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? All the wars, those fights with Katie Taylor and stuff. These are big fights. And then also that training and sparring. Because Amanda's the type, you know what I'm saying? You should go and spar, like, even if she ain't got a fight coming up, so spar hard though. Like so spar, like, you know what I'm saying, doing her thing. But she needed rest. She needs rest. But the thing is, with this now is, can that rest make her just like reluctant to even just want to come back? She's got a bunch of money. She's doing her thing and everything like that. It's just, what are the plans of MVP and her to get this knockout record and pass the torch to all these other girls? Because there's a lot of girls coming. There are. And it's exciting. But to be honest, I will not be upset if Amanda closed her book right now and said, I'm done. You know why? She's done so much for the sport. And she's a great example of a real woman in boxing. Humble, hard worker, never tested positive. Didn't get paid in the beginning of her career, stayed head down, and then started getting paid crazy. She's great, and I salute her to that. But I don't think she should come back.
Yeah, 55 fights is a lot of fights. 50 was that?
I'm trying to get to 50. I'm trying to get to 50.
But 55 fights is a lot. And And you know, all those years where you mentioned that she went up and down weight classes, like that catches up to you later in life. You know what I mean?
Joints, ligaments, and everywhere, all of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's no shame if she hangs it up now. What we don't want to see is that she takes on one more fight. She goes against somebody that she should beat and then ends up getting, you know, beat
Starched.
up,
Yeah.
touched, torched, and then you say, "Oh, that's my last fight." Like you got your 50th win, yo, go out on top. There's no shame of being tied for the record. I know you want to break it, but hey, you tied for the record. I don't know if anybody's gonna reach that anytime soon. Like, go off and continue working as an exec through MVP because that's basically what's lined up for her. Why you gotta be doing this? It just doesn't seem like I don't know. The whole vibe was that either she just didn't want to do it anymore and she was going through the motions, or the pressure of getting the knockout got to her and that overcame her on fight night.
I think she's tired, bro. I think she's tired. To be honest, she's tired.
Yeah.
You know, she got to chill. She's been doing 1,000 things, a million things. She's all over the place more than ever in her life. You understand? This is something that's the fight game is not new to her. The star game is new to her. She's not used to being in the light. She's not used to being social media so much. Amanda would never post social media, whatever. What Amanda a couple of years ago would have took this girl out with one hand, easy. You understand? But there's a lot of things that have changed for her, for the better. But those things can, affect your performance. You understand? This is big time.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's moving on. So we got here. PBC announced October 17th. They're doing a card in Las Vegas at the Cosmo. Sebastian Fundora is gonna fight Ernal Hadri Beige, something like that. Number one contender for the belt. Brandon Figueroa is gonna fight Tomoki Kameda. Kameda is past his prime, but it's a good fight. And then Jamal Charlo is gonna fight Cohen Mazordier, something like that. Anyway, I mean, it is what it is. It's not. We want to see Fundora in better fights, but I don't know. I don't know. It feels like the WBC gave him an out to pick this guy who's the number one contender instead of maybe fighting Virgil next, which he should be fighting because he's the interim champ. But whatever.
A guy's undefeated, so it's like, hey, fight this guy.
Yeah,
that's the excuse.
But you know what though? Fuck around. But these are the moments when the unexpected happens, and you're like, "Oh man, here we go." So who knows?
The what happens? The Brian Mendoza's happen.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
Or the kid that beat Munguia, that knocked out Munguia. Remember in Mexico? I can't remember his name.
Munguia.
Yeah. So it is what it is. I mean, I guess. But Jamal Charlo's back. Hopefully he makes it to fight night and there's no issues. Golden Boy announced this is a good fight. Floyd Schofield versus Lucas Badi for the WBA vacant WBA lightweight title, October 10th in Chicago. But the co-main has my interest the most. Ricardo Sandoval, WBA WBC flyweight champion, is fighting Oscar Callazo, who's moving up from 105 up to 112 to fight the champ. I respect it. Although I think he's just a little too small, but I respect it.
Hey, listen, man. I know you like those little guys, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, this is a really good fight. Collazo's style and his technique can give Sandoval problems, but I feel like Sandoval is going to come in the bigger fighter, and I just don't know. I just don't know how Collazo is gonna be able to deal with the punching power of a guy that big on fight night.
You know what I think? I think that Collazo's team, they're gonna say, "Yo, you a little bit smaller than him. Move around more, and then when you get in, punch in bunches, boom, 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 and the
And then
last
come
one,
out.
and then keep on going." That's the way I can see them fighting, just like that, almost like the way Miguel Cotto was fighting at the heavyweight weight class before he was boom, 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 and then coming out, just boom, 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 coming out. Hey,
Yeah,
he's got pop. So
yeah.
you know,
I mean, but I like this. I like this fight. I like the Lucas Body and Floyd Schofield, even though like on the horizon, I seen Gary Russell Jr. make a lot of interviews, do a lot of interviews. Was like, yo, I'll take on Schofield right after. I love to see that. I love to see that.
I'm with it. Shit,
Yeah, I love to see that. So that's a good card. That's October 10th in Chicago. But listen, we got some fight cards coming up this weekend. Let's start off with Salida. Salida Promotions gonna be in Detroit. You got Brandon Moore versus Bryant Jennings.
wow, Brian Jennings.
Yeah, he's still around. It's a decent card. What's I guess what people are honing into with this card are the Johnny Mansour and Julius Juju Ballo, the two cousins from San Diego. They're big Chaldean Iraqi community, and they're gonna probably fill up the house, right? Those are the guys that really people are going to be tuning into, to see them further develop. So that is going to be on Win Records Network. So Win Records is the ones that partner with Salida, and they're doing Clarissa Shields stuff and all that. So
Yeah.
So that's on that. In LA tomorrow, Lester Martinez, WBC interim super middleweight champion. He's going to go against Luka Plantic. What's significant about this is a couple things. First of all, it's a ProBox show. ProBox is going to a $5 a month subscription, and they're going to start that with this fight. So,
Wow. Really?
yeah, they're gonna start that with this fight. $5. $5 a month on YouTube.
If you can't afford $5, you better get your $5 not having ass the fuck out of here.
Well, listen,
good fights, man.
Yeah, no, and I would tell you, on the surface, yeah, you're right. But sometimes, man, like looking at it from the outside looking in, when you add that to and already how much you pay if you have HBO, if you have Disney, if you have this and that, that $5 might be the tipping point. It might be like, I can't do it because I'm already at X number, like 150 a month or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, so I guess it just depends, but it is good value. It is good value. I spoke to the CEO, Gary Jonas, for fightsatw.com. Stories up on the website. They're coming back September 11th. Giovanni Santillan versus Abbas Baru, right? The one that fought Xander. Then they're going to be in Phoenix in October, probably Angelo Leo. November, they're going to be in El Paso. And then December, they're going to be in Orlando. So like and then in between that, they're doing like prospect fights in TJ. So they're going to be providing some fight content on their platform, and they're not just doing pro box fights because Gio and Abbas are on Top Rank. So that's what I mean. Like they're getting different people in there. So yeah, I mean I think it's let's see, but they're going to be fighting in LA. Lester Martinez is from Guatemala. the Guatemala Festival is in LA on Saturday as well. So it just makes all the sense in the world.
That's dope. That's dope, man. I'm pulling for Leicester though.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy in there. So it's at the USC Galen Center. I've been there. That was where Jamal Charlo knocked out, oh boy, Brandman's guy,
Julian.
Julian Williams. Yeah, so I was there for that too. So it's at there, right in there. It's maybe 10 blocks away from the Staples Center and all that. So should be a good crowd. Should be nice in there, and it's on ProBox, $5. But Lester Martinez, do you think? What do you think he does on Saturday night against Luka Plentic?
I think he's gonna come out real sharp and beat this guy, and he's gonna show undefeated doesn't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're fighting these guys in other countries and shit, we get it. But come on, man. I'm in camp with this guy. I'm in camp with one of the greatest fighters of our time, Terence Crawford. I'm doing my thing. I had a great performance my last fight. It was a tough decision. One of the other fights, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? I'm back and I'm sharp and I'm going to show you guys what it really is. And, I don't want to, he's going to beat this guy and everybody's going to forget about the other guy. Nobody's going to even worry about the other guy, and then he is in line to fight. This is the interim. He's in line to fight for a world title. He deserves a world title. After beating this guy, he deserves a world title. You understand? It makes sense. And I think he's focused, bro. He's having fun with himself, but he's really focused. Like he's not letting up. Like he knows like this is his shot. This is his chance to prove to everybody that he can fight for a world title and win the world title. So I'm pulling for him.
Yeah, and I think so for those that may not be familiar with the name on the surface, he was the guy that went 12 rounds with Christian and Billy on the Crawford Canelo undercard, and it was a majority draw. So I think he's ready. What's up, L Dub? I think he's ready. He's ready for the next level. I think with the Billy fight, he tasted it a little bit, right? And then sparring with Crawford and being around that championship, vibe. I think he's gonna be ready, man. And I think he stops Plantic in like 6 or 7 rounds. And then he should face the winner of Billy and Canelo.
I like that. I like it.
I like that fight a lot. So yeah, and I mean, if that does not happen, then I would say because
who's Canelo gonna fight, bro?
Yeah.
Who's gonna fight, bro? Think about it. Yeah, let me be straight. I would love to see a rematch between Lester Martinez and Billy.
Yeah.
World title. It just makes the drama so much better. Yeah. But I think Canelo is gonna come out and try to smoke.
The thing is though, like they want Hamza Shiraz to get that scalp from Canelo before he ends up leaving. That's what. So it would have to be like at a catch weight, I guess.
They try to make this dude the star, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? Hold on. I think Hamza is the champ at 168. I thought he was at 175, but I think he's at 168. Hold on. I'll tell you right now. He is. Where is it? Yeah, no. He is. He's in the weight class. He's at 168. So he's the WBO champ. But they're trying to get him that scalp before Canelo rolls out. That's what it is.
They get him that scalp.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So yeah, WBO champ. If Lester doesn't get Canelo, then they're gonna give him to Hamza. That's just what it is. But I think Lester should get it, and I think Lester's got the tools to beat Canelo.
What do you think? Why you say that though?
Because for all the reasons that Canelo said and Amanda Serrano said and all the other great fighters say, my mind wanted to do something, but my body didn't react.
I don't know, man. I feel like this is Claudia versus Cotto, though. I don't know.
I don't know. I think I don't know. To be honest with you, I think when Canelo reaches his last fight, which might be in the next 2 fights,
you think he'll get knocked out before his career, like straight flatline knocked out? Canelo?
No, but he's gonna get bloody touched up like Chavez did against De La Hoya.
Or like Oscar with Pacquiao type thing.
Yes, he's gonna go out like that.
Y'all do.
Because he's not going to be able to.
The only one person that I can see doing that, that's Hamshi Raz. Hamshi Raz is the only guy I can see doing that. You know?
Yeah, but you know what?
Like, he can't hurt.
The thing with Hamza though, Hamza's, as Floyd Mayweather would say, he's too straight up and down. It's too straight up and down. And I don't think that style will bother Canelo. It'll probably play into Canelo more than anything else.
Play into Canelo.
I think Lester would give him more angles and more work. He would force Canelo to work more earlier. I think Lester would. So let's see, Janabag got the Mando spot for Shiraz. Oh yeah, that's right. So I don't even know if Shiraz beats Janabag, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people are on Shiraz to beat Janabag. I don't even know if he beats him. I think Janabag beats him, to be honest. I do.
I don't know. Like Shiraz, he's got this thing to him where he doesn't look like he got so much, but like he does the basics really well though. That's what I feel.
Yeah, but I think Janabag might be one of those guys that, like, when he hits you, it feels different than what you anticipated it would feel.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing with Janabag.
And you're like, oh shit. Like, okay, hold up.
Let me bring it back. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. All right, listen, the ladies, Michaela Mayer, Chantel Cameron, 3 titles on the line, junior middleweight. Good fight, real good fight. It's funny that Alicia Bumgarner was at the press conference, almost as if she was trying to get into Michaela Mayer's head a little bit. She asked a question and everything, but I don't know. Her showing up like that, you know, given the amount of tension between them, like, was that her trying to mess with Mayer, knowing that she's got this big fight coming up?
Of course, man. Of course. It's that simple. And get a little spotlight on herself, you know, get a little, spotlight on herself. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Alicia Bongana, she's been getting a lot of spotlight. She's been getting a lot of PR work. She's been doing a lot of good stuff, and that's just another tactic on how to do it. And while basically almost messing up somebody that also has a big foot in women's boxing, you know, I don't know, man. Michaela Mayer, she's good. She's good. She can fight her ass off, man, and I hope she pulls it off against Chantel Cameron. I never seen the other girl fight before. I'm not gonna lie, but a lot of women boxing is coming up, man, like big time. Big time.
Yeah, no, this is a really good fight.
You know?
What's that?
Yeah, and Katie Taylor's getting ready to, just do her thing, man. You know, she ready to bow out, you know?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a good fight. It's going to be on ESPN Plus, but early, I think, because they're trying to Listen, there's a lot of boxing on Saturday, so everybody's trying to schedule it, so it doesn't conflict with everything else.
Yeah. Yep.
On the co-main is going to be a really good one. Caroline Dubois versus Amelia Moore for the WBC and WBO lightweight title. Caroline Dubois, a lot of people are high on her. A lot of people's like, yo, they're on the Dubois train. Amelia Moore, she only had 4 fights, but she has a deep amateur pedigree. Um, I think this is a good fight. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an upset and Amelia Moore comes out on top. So, yeah.
Man, man. I got Carolina Dubois. She's crazy, man. She is movie theater material, man. I'm telling you. But
But she also makes a lot of mistakes too.
big time. But the other girl, oh, she ain't pussy. I'm telling you one thing right now. She's mad because Carolina's getting her mad. Like she's mad. She's like, I've been doing this shit. Oh, this is gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight, man.
It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight. So we'll see. But listen, the heavyweight title, the IBF version of it, is on the line on Saturday. Moses Itauma versus Philip Hrgovic. Things got active at the weigh-in, bro. Hrgovic, he stood in front of him flexing, and then Moses Itauma almost pushed him off the stage, and then Hrgovic slapped him in the face, and then things got active, man. I do like this fight. However, if it goes the way I think it should go, then I think that Itama's gonna piece this dude up and get him out of there before the 5th round.
I got Moses smoking this guy.
Yeah.
I said that the last fight, and it's gonna happen again this fight. And so I see an opponent in front of him that I know. I don't know, or if he shows something, a little kink in his arms. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but see, we'll touch on that. Let me hit this comment real quick. Caroline with Manny Robles now want to see an improvement. I'm a little iffy about that because she switched trainers. Why?
To get the American style or something like that. She said.
I don't know. I don't like that. She was having success with was it McCracken, I think. And then she switched to Manny Robles. I don't know. That kind of that's a little bit of a red flag.
Ooh, it is a red flag though.
Because she didn't lose the fight and she didn't look bad in her last fight. Then why, so I don't know. We'll see, but that's a great point, Ryan.
Gabriel Fundora is the best. So I don't want to hear about nothing nobody else can say. She's the best. She's the best girl right now.
Yeah, but Itauma, his combinations are going to be too fast for Hrgovic to pick up. It's going to be too fast.
And it's power shots.
Once Hrgovic comes in with like his slow right hand or left, and he gets hit with 4 punches, it's going to be over. Boom, 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 like that. You know how Mr. T was in Rocky 3 when he got hit with like 6 punches, like boom, 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 boom. That's what it's going to look like.
Yo, I think most of the time was going to get him on the ropes, and he's going to do some real damage with that. When this dude tries to do the high guard, when this guy tries to do the high guard, most of the time it's just going boom, 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 boom. Straight right hand. I got the straight right hand hurting this guy.
Yeah. And Hrgovic is going to be.
He's throwing combinations. You don't see no heavyweights throwing these type of combinations, bro. He is really, man. If Usyk had to fight somebody, Usyk, just fight this dude. Let's see what happens, man. It's just good fight.
Yeah, I think. Man. Listen, Hrgovic is not a bum. Okay, let's just put that out there. He's not. He's a really good fighter. I just think that his style meshes well with the bigger heavyweights. With a younger, smaller heavyweight that's faster, he's just not gonna be able to compete with him, man. And it's gonna look bad. It's gonna look bad. The only way I see this is if Itauma gets a little reckless and has his hands down and gets caught with something, which could happen.
Oh, well, it could happen, bro. It happens to the young guys, man, when they think they're untouchable, and then they wind up getting more mature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And more familiar with that. We haven't
because
seen. Have we seen Moses hurt?
nah, because he can get caught with the right hand, because he puts that left hand down a little low sometimes, so that can happen. But I don't know. I think before that, shit, he's gonna be hitting with Hrgovic with so many punches that he's gonna be worried about covering up more than throwing.
I don't know. I just see Moses just flying through this guy, man. Just straight up double, triple jab, boom, boom, boom. Oh, ow. And they're gonna be crowning this dude. And then the next fight, Moses gonna struggle with a guy, and it's gonna make him look weak. Then he gets a big fight, and that's when he probably does his thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just going by the pattern. I don't know.
yeah. But the only thing that I question is his psyche. About maybe last year he was talking about how like he almost doesn't even get excited to get ready for fights, kind of thing. Like
I
he's just kind of
remember.
like going through the motions or whatever.
Yeah.
And then this week he kind of like agreed with Hrgovic about maybe winning the title is not such a good idea for him being 21 and being young. And it's just kind of like a lot of like mental stuff.
Start saying that because you know what that reminds me of? Somebody called that dude Anderson, Big Baby
Jared
Anderson.
Anderson.
Jared Anderson, he was talking like that early in his career, and he was promising motherfucker fight his ass off. But I don't think Moses is like that, to be honest. But once you hear certain things, you got to pay attention to it. And that's why Abe is Professor Xavier, because he's literally paying attention to anything you fucking do. So be careful.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
And he's nobody's scout, by the way.
if he would have said it just like one time, okay. But he's already said it a couple of times in different instances about like almost like he doesn't really want to be here. He just kind of does it because he's good at it, kind of thing. And
or he can hit people with okie doke, making people fall asleep. Like, oh, he's not focused. Okay.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still think that he's gonna smoke Hrgovic, and that's gonna be it's gonna be bad too. It's gonna be bad. So, but listen, I mean, that was a lot today. Next week we got Katie Taylor. She's on her way out. Should be a fight that she wins regardless. I don't think she's leaving, Ireland without a W. So I think she wins and it's good. She rolls on. There's gonna be like 50,000 people there. It's gonna be crazy.
Oh my gosh, that's insane. I wonder what she's getting paid for. Even though I'm not a pocket watcher, but she's
well, she got paid, if I'm not mistaken, like for the Serrano fight, she was getting paid like 5-6 mil. So she's gotta be around.
I think she's the highest paid female fighter, bro.
Yeah,
besides
and then
like Amanda saying, like everybody, just
yeah. Andy Ruiz is fighting next week in New Jersey, on TNT and the Zone. Should be interesting because we haven't seen Andy Ruiz fight since fighting Big Baby in LA, which was more than 2 years ago, right? Yeah, 2024.
Yeah.
Oof. So time flies. Let's see what he's got. I don't know. Could he be a potential Moses Itauma opponent in the future?
I don't think they'll have him go out like that. That's the thing. I don't think they can have him go out like that, bro.
No.
Not Andy Ruiz. Or he might just put himself in there, but I don't know, man. There's something about the PBC guys and stuff like that. They're not trying to let these other guys like.
Yeah, no, but Andy's with Matchroom now.
Oh, is he? Oh, you see, it's a little different.
Yeah, he's with Matchroom now, so I think he can be in one of those ring cards, and they could do that. Maybe it lines up the Matchroom versus Queensberry 5-on-5 next year.
Oh wow!
Andy Ruiz versus Moses Itauma. Queensberry versus Matchroom.
Type, he might just fucking hurt most of the time out of nowhere.
Yeah. But see, what I like about that is both of them rely on that hand speed, right?
They do.
And Andy has slimmed down a little bit. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but Andy to fight Moses, she's got to come in 325 pounds with a bald ass head and his trunks all over above his belly button. He's beating anybody.
Nah, but you know what though? You know, whether people want to agree with it or not, when Andy Ruiz comes in, he come in to fight, bro. He don't be dunking no smoke.
He does.
He come in to fight, and regardless of the situation. So, I think it should be good. I don't know. We'll see. And then after that is going to be Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn. Oh, speaking of which, I put out there a tweet the other day that I was being told that from a few sources that they're looking. Zuffa's looking for potential replacement opponents for Noel Mikhailian against Jayo Pataya because you know the Don King shit is starting to pick up steam. The loss, also, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. Something to keep an eye out. They probably are doing it as a precaution, of course, you know, to protect themselves.
Well, Ty got no look, they say.
Huh?
He's like got no look.
Yeah.
This dude like it's crazy.
He don't. But you know what though? I think if you ask me, I think next year is when we get Opataya versus Benavidez. We get it next year. I'm almost confident in that.
What do you know? What do you know that we don't know?
I'm just saying. You
said that a little too different, man. You said that like you got some involvement in there.
No, I'm just saying. I think we get it next year. And that if we do, I think September 2027, bro.
Real September. Damn, bro. I was thinking March. That's crazy.
Nah, because you gotta when they fight, it's gotta be for everything. It's gotta be for everything. So they've got to figure out the IBF situation and they got to figure out the WBC situation. So I'm putting it September, but it could be later. But I say if it's going to happen, it should happen September for all the marbles at cruiserweight. So we'll see how that goes. But outside of that, I think that's it, man. Cruised on this cool little hour on a Friday afternoon.
Nothing crazy.
Before we head out, though, what's the fight you're looking forward to the most tomorrow?
Tomorrow? Oh man, I'm not sure. Man. To be honest, if I'm even at a TV, well, I don't even need to be on the TV no more. You know what I'm saying? All I gotta do is just go on my phone. Man, I would like to see, you know, Lester Martinez. You know what I'm saying? Just win. I want to see him because I know what comes with that. Terrence Crawford, they're pushing him to become world champion big time. So I'm looking to see. I want to see Lester Martinez fight, and then I want to see Moses Itauma highlights of the fight. That's where I'm going with it. As in, yeah. And isn't this guy named Sam Noakes fighting or something?
I think so. He might be. I'd have to look.
And he lost to Abdullah Mason, whatever. But and he came right back and fought immediately. He wasn't playing game, you know. But I want to see Moses Itauma's highlights, and I want to see Les Martinez win and actually talk. I want to see if they're gonna put a mic to him and let him talk, because I want to see what he says, as in who he wants to fight next, which is very important.
Yeah. I think for me, the Itauma fight, because it also points towards the future of the division, right? Like what we're going to see, because we know that Usyk is not going to fight him. Who's
the champions right now? Who are the champions?
So they're fighting for the IBF. The WBA Super, I think, is going to be on the line for Joshua Fury if they ever fight. Let me see. And then you got Murat Gassiev, who's the WBA regular champ. Kabayev is the WBC, and then Dubois is the WBO.
Wow, it's crazy.
So I don't know, like if Itauma get, I could see Itauma fighting Dubois or Kabayev because those are all Queensberry.
Itauma?
Yeah.
Oh wow! If he fight Daniel Dubois, they gotta make that fight.
It's a good fight.
Gotta make it. That's a good fight. A lead up. Ooh.
It's a good fight. That's a good fight. Or you do Itauma versus Fabio Worley.
Fabio Worley.
Worley, he went to war with Dubois, but he got beat up pretty bad.
Yeah, that was a tough fight, but I think they're trying to get Worley back a little bit. You can't put him in Itauma right now. He trying to get him back a little bit.
It depends, bro. If it's the last fight on his contract, the game be like that, man.
We're talking about the contracts. Now, let me ask you a question. What do you think David Benavidez' plans are for next year?
I think that I think it's really going to depend on what the IBF does. Because if the IBF right now the belt's vacant. They had ordered for some guys to fight, but like in the background there's Opetaia lawsuit against the IBF, which there's still not any type of resolution for. So if let's say Opetaia wins that lawsuit and they make him the champion again, does he have to then fight the interim champ, whoever, if they do an interim, or do they have him fight the mandatory, which was the number one contender? Like all that stuff has to be worked out. But in the end, I feel like David and Opetaia will happen if they both have all the titles. But if they don't, and the IBF ends up going to somebody else, I think David goes after that one.
My thing is, it's like nobody's in his weight class. They're good. There's great fighters in weight. I'm talking about like stars, like big names in his weight class. Yeah. There's nobody really there. There's only people like under. We're talking about like heavyweight, cruiserweight, and then of course there's heavyweights and stuff. But like I don't think he's ready. But if he 3 more fights fast forwarded and he won all of them decisively, Ben Whitaker versus David Benavidez would be a really big fucking fight. I'm talking about
yes, and
maybe a pay-per-view type of fight right there.
And I tell you that Ben Whitaker's been struggling to try to make 175.
He's got to move up.
He's been struggling making 175.
He's got to move up. It's not like he can't punch. It's just move up. That's all it is.
Now let me ask you this: maybe not on a be bigger, but I think it would be a more attractive event. You do Ben Whitaker versus Edgar Berlanga.
Oh shit! Well,
in New York.
When it came to that,
in New York,
if you put Edgar and Ben Whitaker to fight, honestly, I don't think that fight would happen. I don't think they would even make that fight because, I'm not sure, but it would be a really good fight. They would be talking a lot of shit to each other, and the fight will not be a boring fight. I'll tell you that right now. It would not be a boring fight. But if you did put Edgar with Dave Benavidez or somebody like, what I'm saying? You would have to give Edgar big tops credit to fight Canelo for the Dave Benavidez, fighting these mutual guys that haven't fought each other or whatever, and then he can tell you, who's what. It'll show you who's where and why it was a good thing they maybe shouldn't have fought Canelo and they didn't fight. But like Yeah, you throw again. There, you got some interesting stuff happening. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't know why Shiraz versus David Benavidez have never came up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why. Is it because the weight like is too far away, or like Shiraz has his own? He's just focused on his own thing. And he's not even worried about like fighting for like the bigger fights right now. He's just focused pro champion, defending. Like, what do you think?
I think Shiraz is
Nope.
trying to milk it. Look, he had like this whatever title defense before. And I said this to some other folks. We're gonna see who Shiraz is versus Janabek. Like whatever Shiraz is, we're gonna find out that night. He's either gonna be the man that everybody wants him to be, or he's gonna be the guy that was built up, hyped up, and never was able to win on the big fights.
Wow. Wow. That's deep stuff, but it's true.
Because if he
Now,
beats, if he dominates Janabek, then bro, we're having a different conversation here.
now, is there any word on your boy Arthur Peterbeck? Because we've seen the videos, we've seen him training, we've seen him doing his thing, everything. He's still, but is there anything came up with him? It's been over a year.
Yeah.
It's been over a year, and could that? Let me ask: could that loss really have affected him and really make him like, yo, what the fuck this? Or like, is it really just a business side, or himself saying, I need time? Like, what do you think it is?
Well, with him, it's always been an injury situation. I guess his training is like so intense that he's always getting injured, and he's not a young guy either. He's an older guy.
Yeah,
So, he's always hurting his hand, and it was a muscle. Same thing with Bivol. Bivol's fighting Chris Bill, not Chris Billum Smith, uh, one of the Walshes, not Walshes, but yeah, one of the Walshes, I think it is, or one of the Smiths, one of those guys that he
one
was.
of the Washington, one of the Smith, one of the Smith.
Yeah, I don't. But he's fighting, is what I'm saying, and he had a bad injured back, and then he got injured again, and I think both of those guys, because they haven't been active, also they only fight like once a year. Sometimes, like it just catches up to them. They get injured a lot because of it, and they're so intense, and they do things at such a high level that the body is just like, nah, bro, like we're not doing this right now. Here's a torn muscle, or here's your knee giving out and everything else. And I think Beterbiev at this point, he's got to hope that he can land like one more big fight, because then that's it. Like I don't see him fighting more than once or twice.
Hey, you gotta understand the training camp count too, because they both killed each other for both those hard fights with each other. Arthur and Bivol, like they really went in, and that's rough to recover from sometimes.
And I don't think Bibble is motivated to fight, better BF for a third time. He took a
No,
lot of punishment, bro.
fuck that. I got mine. We both even. Let's leave it alone. If you want to go for it, man. Hey, I just want to put one note out there. Canelo has 66 fights. What do you think about that? 66 fights with a 66 fights, 532 rounds. He has more than double my round.
I'm telling you, he's gonna have that moment where he's gonna step in the ring and he's gonna get pieced up. Not knocked out, but pieced up.
Damn, the pieced up. Not even knocked out.
He's gonna get pieced up, because it's just bound to happen, man. I mean, he trains hard and he's disciplined and everything else, but shit, man, like reflexes get old.
They
And
do.
you may want to land that counter right hand, but guess what? It might not land as fast as you want it to land. And then you got two coming right back at you.
Two coming right back at you.
Right back at you. But it's the truth. It's the truth. And I mean, we saw some of that on the Crawford fight, right? Like,
Yeah.
we saw a glimpse of that. I'd be interested to see, because the Billy fight is more tailor made to his style. And Billy's going to be right there, bro.
Oh, it's going to be all day, all day.
But I'm interested in seeing if the Billy pressure and the amount of punches he's going to be throwing, if that's going to force Canelo to exhaust his energy early. Like, is he going to have to go, toe to toe with Billy? Because if not, he won't be able to defend against all of that.
The thing is this, I just don't want to keep on seeing high guard for a minute and a half before Canelo throws something.
That's what we're going to see.
It's going to be rough. There's a lot of guys I don't mind if they retired right now, to be honest. A lot of people, not even guys, a lot of people. And I don't mind retiring right now, because to make way for like these new people because remember, no matter how many people are there, when someone is still there, someone can't take that spot. And then once like a Canelo retires, boom, someone, boom, is going to take that spot. You understand? It's got to be somebody with knockout power. Got to be Dave Benavidez, one. I'm not talking about for Mexican boxing, because everybody be, oh, he's Ecuadorian. I don't care about none of that. I'm talking about for the fight, the guys that fight like that are aggressive and all that stuff. David Benavidez is, to me, the most entertaining fighter in the world right now. You can go his fights. He can fight a guy like 0-25 or a guy that's super boring, that's running around the ring. He's gonna find a way to come to get to you and try and knock you the fuck out.
Boo Boo Andrade.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess we'll see how it plays out, but we're gonna be busy in the next couple of weeks. Zach, are we gonna see you in Vegas for Ryan Garcia versus Conor Ben?
When is that fight again?
September 12th.
I don't know, man. I might just go over there and just start streaming over there or something like that. I might just sneak in the building. Who knows?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it over there. So maybe, maybe we'll connect over there.
Who knows, man? Wow, that's nice.
Who knows?
Very nice. Very nice.
Who knows? Let's see.
It's gonna be a good fight.
It will be a good fight as long as it lasts.
But I'll tell you something, Conor. He's slimmed down, the pictures that they're showing. But how much is it killing you? How much? Just how much? Just how much?
Is it a fat camp or is it a strategy camp?
It's a fat and strength camp, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll see. All right. Well, Zach, where can people follow you at or not?
Well, there was nothing crazy for today, so you don't gotta follow me nowhere. But when the Boxing Rush Hour show comes on, click it. ATW Fights. Abe is hitting y'all with that shit. And shout out to all the people, all the reporters, all the legendary reporters, all the mediocre reporters, all the top guys who go and repost Abe's stuff, because to be honest, Abe is a real source when it comes to boxing. He's a real source. He's not gonna give you no porqueria, no fake stuff, no fugazi shit, nothing. All sourced and found out by true people. That's what he puts out. He's not gonna put out gossip, rumor, he's gonna put out real stuff. So shout out to all the people that that have the confidence to repost this stuff and show props to real journalism here when it comes to this.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that.
So,
thank you for everyone that tuned in live today on this Friday afternoon. FightsATW.com is the website. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe at ABG Boxing on YouTube. Hit the bell so that you know every time we come on live and we start talking, or if we're on location and we start and go live and start talking about these fights, that you are present there and you know what's going on. So we appreciate y'all. Enjoy the fights this weekend. Try to stay cool because it seems like there's a heat wave everywhere. So Yeah, man, enjoy the fights, and let's see what happens next week. Me and Zach will talk about it,
Sure.
and and see if Itama pieced up Hrgovic, or if it was too much too soon for the young heavyweight contender. All right, man. So for us here, we appreciate y'all. Peace.